The story begins as follows. This dog looked into a storm drain every day, and when it was finally opened, people were shocked to see what was inside. In Turkey there was a stray dog that caught people's attention. It was impossible not to notice the animal. The patient dog spent his days sitting by the same storm drain and peering down into it. His sad-looking face caught the attention of a young woman named Annie. The kind-hearted woman felt sorry for the dog, so she walked in the butcher to ask for any leftover bones or scraps to give to the animal. The dog went right above the drain and then dropped one of the scraps, that Annie had just given him, into the drain before eating his own. He then sat down next to the drain and stared down into it. This confused Annie. Just what was this dog trying to do? For the next few days, Annie would see the dog sitting and staring into the same drain, and she always saw the poor dog drop half of the treats into the drain before eating his own share. Eventually Annie became so curious that she decided to check for herself what was inside the drain. She tiptoed toward the storm drain, weary of the protective dog who was standing beside it, but the dog simply watched Annie, curiously. When the young woman was directly above the drain, she looked down into it and was shocked by what she saw. She quickly took out her phone and called the fire department for immediate help. After about 30 minutes, 2 firefighters arrived and asked Annie what was the matter. Annie explained to the men what she had seen, and the men quickly got to work. The men approached the storm drain, but at that moment the protective stray dog started growling at them. Worried about getting bitten, the firefighters stopped, unsure of what to do, but the firefighters began to open the storm drain. The firefighters examined the inside of the sewer hole with special cameras. A crowd had gathered to see what was happening. After a few nerve-wracking minutes, the firefighters finally revealed what the stray dog had been so focused on inside the drain all those days. In one of the firefighters' arms was a kitten. The bystanders were shocked, but their surprises didn't end there. The firefighters went back into the storm drain 4 more times, each time coming up with another kitten in their arms. Annie was shocked by what she was witnessing. Although she had seen something down there when she looked inside, she had no idea that 5 adorable kittens were trapped. But this is not the true end of the story. The ending was made up by someone, and most influencers took the story and passed it on to the internet. The video gained great popularity, even 4.6 million views, in a short period of time, but few know that the ending is completely different. The whole story happened in 2020. It can be seen in the pictures that it is in the midst of a coronavirus pandemic. People are wearing masks. The firefighters did not find anything in that storm drain. The dog was standing there because he had several times caught the mice trying to escape from the sewer hole. So this poor dog instinctively hunts and waits for the next prey.